What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Dima, I'ma be out on music! So as you know, political elections are coming around, and topics are always going to be national security, the economy, and migration. The migrant crisis is really beating down the Democrats' door. And we've already seen some people in Chicago and New York City going to vote Republican. They're tired of Democrats. And Democratic media is in shock. Literally, one of the greatest pundits of Democratic media, even though it's independently owned, is Mr. Roland Martin. Now, Roland Martin is a very talented journalist. I will give him that. From his days at CNN till what he's doing right now individually on this platform, he's a very intelligent guy. I don't agree with a lot of what he has to say politically at all, but he's an excellent debater. And that's the point that I want to deal with now. He's an excellent debater and interrogator of information. Whenever Roland Martin has somebody in the hot seat, he puts the clamps on them. Now, he interviewed Anthony Brian Logan a few years ago, and they had a pretty good back and forth. Roland Martin was extremely aggressive with Anthony Brian Logan. I want you to hear how aggressive he was.
Did you see a product shown at the end of the commercial?
No, but you know how advertising is. You don't always show the product in the commercial.
I know facts. Facts. And what you said is factually incorrect. Do you even know what the My Black is Beautiful campaign is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Well, the My Black is Beautiful campaign, they're trying to basically talk about how, hold on, I'm kind of on the spot here. They're talking about...
Yes, you're on the spot. You're in a live television show. Yes, you're on the spot. Yeah, this ain't YouTube, where you can start over.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. I will say that. You're doing a great job in your show.
I do a great job every day. I'm good. Like Maxine Water said, I'm reclaiming my time. I don't need you telling me the great job. Right, I'm asking you again, Anthony. Anthony, I'm asking you again. Yes. Do you know what the My Black is Beautiful campaign is?
Well, from what I saw on the YouTube channel, it's a campaign trying to empower people, talk about different things, talk about the conversation of race. They're trying to empower black women, black people. That's what I saw from their YouTube, because I saw a bunch of their videos on the YouTube channel. So that's what I got from it.
Right. So that's what the campaign is. So the campaign is about, yes, black is beautiful, because we know in the history of America how what is being defined as black has been seen as ugly, nasty, and not beautiful. There were no products being pushed in the campaign. So I'm still trying to understand, why are you upset with the campaign where it is revealing a reality?
I think you're upset.
You're not upset? You had a 15-minute rant against it on YouTube.
It wasn't a rant. It was just a video. It wasn't a rant.
Oh, it wasn't a rant.
That's not all. Rewind, Nemo. Dr. Umar Johnson came into Roland Martin's studio, and Dr. Umar Johnson was very calm, very respectful. Not to say that Roland Martin got disrespectful. I'm not saying that. But he did turn up the juice when Dr. Umar Johnson was saying, hey, he doesn't appreciate people who are black dealing with white people. I want you to see this energy that Roland Martin gives Dr. Umar Johnson once he says that.
Blue black chocolate woman through whom all my cousins were born. He was an old man when he did it, but nonetheless he did it. And yes, he has to be criticized on that, because a black man needs to be with a black woman, and it is a contradiction. I don't care how much work you think you've done for black folks to not commit yourself to a black woman.
Fast forward, Dima. Now here we are with Tiffany Henyard, the city girl mayor. And guys, we got to be honest here. The migrant crisis is hitting all over Cook County, which Chicago's a part of, which is not necessarily her fault. But again, if you're already sick and somebody sniffles, you might get the flu. And Tiffany Henyard is that sniffles that gives 6 people the flu. Let me explain what I mean. Tiffany Henyard is a terrible person for the Democratic Party. But with everything going on, hitting liberal media, like even Fox News on conservative media, Roland Martin brought her on to clear up some things about her. And this is very interesting. Roland Martin did not go after Tiffany Henyard in the same way he went after Anthony Brian Logan or even Dr. Umar Johnson, both who are conservatives just in different ways. Tiffany Henyard, who is a single mother Democratic mayor, Roland Martin, although he had her in many positions in which she was lying, he asked her questions such as this.
So Dolton is a town about 20,000. How large is the township? The township covers what?
I cover 190,000 residents.
Okay.
I'm over 17 towns.
Okay, so,
Yes.
and for the township, are those elected positions or appointed positions?
Yes, it's elected. My predecessor passed away and I was appointed to his seat, therefore taking the rest of his term.
And let's use this as an example.
And so that's one of the issues there. You have other trustees who suggested that the city is in a deficit. What is the state of the city's finances?
Now, many people are upset with Roland Martin for giving a softball style of interview. Even Kwame Brown talked about it here.
And if you're a conservative, he gets way more aggressive with you than he does if you're on the other side. So Tiffany Henyard must be on the other side because he's very soft shoeing with her. He's not questioning what the township is doing and why she's even being sued, not questioning why the bills are not being paid. He's allowing her to basically play the victim and he's going along with it.
But why did he give her this softball interview? First of all, Roland Martin would not have gotten Tiffany Henyard to come onto the platform if he would not go easy on her, okay? That's number one. He must go easy on her. Otherwise, she is not coming. Now, he knows that she's lying. He has receipts. Roland Martin is very well calculated, very well thought out, very intelligent man. He knows this. But number one, he won't get her on there if he doesn't agree to give her a softball interview. That's number one. Tiffany Henyard is also, two, a black woman. He cannot come after her in the same way that he would come after ABL, Anthony Brian Logan, or Dr. Umar Johnson, or me or you. It's just not gonna look good. He's not gonna be able to apply that pressure. He knows that. A lot of people in the DNC, the Democratic Party, they're not gonna look at what he's saying, they're gonna look at how he's saying it. So Roland Martin understands, I cannot come after this quote unquote black woman like that. Three, Democrats are already losing steam. To castigate her is pretty much saying, we don't need to vote Democrat anymore because of people like Tiffany Henyard, right? You're proving the points. All conservative right-wing media, all they're gonna do is use those clips to prove their point. Hey, Roland Martin really roasted Tiffany Henyard. He held her accountable. This is the problem that you have in black cities or Democratic root cities. This is another reason why. I mean, just look at what they're doing in Chicago on Fox News. In Chicago, conservative media like Fox News, they're bringing on disgruntled Democratic citizens on their platform to talk about all of this. So what that will probably lead is people from Dolton, Fox News will reach out to them, start interviewing them and everything like that. What Roland Martin is doing is trying to cover this thing up. And I understand his loyalty to the DNC. What it does prove is that the Democrats are full of you know what, right? Give me like a sound effect. That's the truth. The reality is that Tiffany Henyard is a lady who doesn't have any business experience, who doesn't have any real political experience, who is in her own right, she said, a single mom using the police detail to take her child to school. People in the city are not being able to get some of that police detail. She's a bona fide liar. To go after her in any way more than what he's willing to do, it just makes himself look bad and it makes anybody else look bad. So he had to toe the line. I know guys wanted, him to put the clamps down on it, but that's why she didn't go to Fox News Chicago or Fox News. She went to Roland Martin because she knew she would get a softball interview. She would have not went there if that wasn't the case. So that's why he had to do it. He was being loyal, which is what you gotta do when you're being crooked, I guess, right? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.